Hi, I'm Brad. We are here at Yowza Fitness in Fort Myers, Florida. I just want to take just a few moments to tell you about Yowza, the company, the benefits, really what makes Yowza tick, so to speak.
There are really three things to me that differentiate Yowza from some of the competition that our team have visited. And those three things include core focus group. You have the luxury of buying really high-end equipment at wholesale pricing through that factory direct concept. And then the third thing about Yowza is going to be their technology. They have some folks that are really thinking out of the box, and we'll cover just a few of those technologies. So back to the first thing that I mentioned, on our most recent visit to Yowza, which is located in Florida, I was quite impressed. So we're greeted by the Chief Executive Officer, the CEO, Mark, the guy that actually we spent the majority of our time with. And he's a very hands-on executive, which is something that we rarely see in our visit. We were quite impressed with the core focus group of individuals that Yowza has to really serve you guys as a consumer. Not only is the CEO very hands-on, so if you have a problem, I guarantee you he knows about it. And that just speaks so highly of the dedication of the team. So Ashley in customer service, his partner Jim in the back in the warehouse, Arno who does the web development and making sure that your process goes freely there. You know, Mark, the CEO, who is really watching the cost of the company. I mean, this is a streamlined company. They control their expenses, which is one of the things that was evident when we went to Yowza. There's no fluff there. There's not a lot of excess waste being generated. If you guys have a problem, pick up the phone, call them, and I guarantee you that they'll do everything that they can to step up to the plate and really make your experience with Yowza a wonderful experience. There are a lot of manufacturers that claim to be factory direct. So the majority of equipment today is built overseas. Yowza is no different. It's actually manufactured by Greenmaster. And Greenmaster is not new to the industry. Greenmaster's been around for a very long time. So huge manufacturing conglomerate. The factory direct concept is something claimed by many manufacturers, but Yowza is indeed the only one today that we are aware of, at least in North America. Yowza is fully owned by the manufacturing arm, at least according to the CEO of Yowza. Greenmaster doesn't manufacture any other equipment in the United States other than Yowza. So it really is a factory direct concept. The advantage for me and for you as an individual and as a purchaser of Yowza product, you have the luxury of buying really high-end equipment at wholesale pricing through that factory direct concept. And so you are able to get more bang for the buck, if you will, in comparison to some of the competition out there. I asked the CEO, where did the name Yowza come from? You know, it was started years ago prior to his term with the company. I personally love the name. Makes me smile every time I say Yowza. And one of the comments I made to Mark, the CEO of Yowza, I said, "Hey, when customers purchase a Yowza product, I hope you guys do everything possible to make it a wowza experience." So I think he sort of liked that, so you may see that moving forward. Okay, and lastly, let's just run through, let's just jump on some of the unique technologies of Yowza. Swing arm suspension, that's something that is unique to Yowza. We've not seen that anywhere else. In cushioning technology, there are a lot of technologies out there, and trying to develop a suspension, one suspension fits all type thing can be challenging. This one really does it, and what you're going to experience is if you're a lighter weight person on the swing arm, it's probably going to have I guess just a stiffer suspension to it, because again, the technology has to fit everyone, right? So if you're a 100-pound person, it's not going to flex quite as much, sort of like the shocks on your automobile. When you're fully loaded, they're going to bounce quite a bit going over the bumps and stuff, and when you're not, it's going to be a little bit stiffer suspension. So this is similar technology, and I think that's fine. I do think it works well. If you're a really heavy person, you're 250 pounds, the suspension is also going to be able to handle your body height and size comfortably without having that double rebound force, where it sort of bounces back on you. And that's something that the guys are really careful of. So I do like the swing arm suspension. It's a technology that they've developed and it's been around for a long time. One of our senior reviewers, who has been in the industry for, wow, 15, 16 years at the time of this video, perhaps even longer. He has one of these and he really loves it. He weighs about 170 pounds, runs on it almost every day, age 60 range, I believe, and just absolutely loves the swing arm suspension. So just a great technology. I think you'll really like that. Some other things, just the my live life, being able to track your weight management, set your goals, things of that nature, variable stride path, EMS resistance. Basically, it's an electromagnetic system which applies resistance to the flywheel on the exercise bikes and the cross trainers and the ellipticals. And the advantage to that is it's very, very quiet. It's an expensive technology, but it really does deliver the precise amount of resistance that you're looking for without any noise or shake or bump or anything like that. The sound system on Yowza products are just fine. Some of their consoles on many of the treadmills, lots of space there to put up mobile tablets and smartphones and things like that. The cardio core. So this is a technology that I really wanted to point out here. Not available anywhere else in the United States that we are aware of on anyone else's product. There may be a couple of similar ones out there, but for the most part, this is exclusive to Yowza. I've personally used this cardio core. The advantage to it, I liked it. I really did. It was something different. And what I could do, as those handlebars are actually rotating. Now, if you don't put any pressure on your handlebars and you just sort of let your arms ride along for the ride and your legs do all the work, you're not going to get a whole lot out of it. Probably a similar experience as if you were, running or using a conventional style elliptical. But if you do put some pressure on those arms, then you certainly will get the ability to help sculpt those abs and feel the muscles working, and it's not going to create a lot of soreness the next day like some of the other stuff will. So if you're looking for ab sculpting, and who isn't, right? I know I could use that. Then cardio core definitely gives you a technology that is normally not seen on an elliptical. So you can work upper body, lower body, cardio as you normally would, but you also are able to work those abs. So just some great technology there. Of course, weight management, motion control is something we had not seen on other equipment, and this was fantastic. As you're on a treadmill, you simply wave your hand over the right and the thing speeds up. Wave it over the left, it slows down. Wave both hands at the same time, and it would stop. So you don't have to sort of, reach up and touch the button while you're trying to jog or run. SureFit pedals, again, they actually flex back and forth on the ellipticals and the cross trainers. I've not seen that on anyone else's equipment, and it's a huge, huge benefit. I use an elliptical a lot, as I pointed out on many of the other videos, and yeah, everybody's pedals need to flex back and forth, let's be honest. So I don't know why other manufacturers don't do it. Perhaps patent laws, I'm not sure. But SureFit pedals gets a thumbs up from this group for sure. I love those. The variable incline, that's a good technology. Cardio Sure, you could certainly read more about that. The Cardio Core Evo. These guys actually have a trainer that you can sit down on while you're exercising. So it's an elliptical exercise bike, adjustable seat. You can work upper body, lower body. Definitely check that out. We did a cool video on that. A lot of guys, a lot of companies have folding decks and what have you. They all function in a similar position, right? They lift up and they go down, and most are shock absorbent or shock assist rather, so they don't fall down and bang or smack the floor really hard and create a safety issue. But what we did notice about the Yowza product, the amount of space that the thing takes up was insanely small in comparison to a lot of the competition out there. So it was really folded up to be compact. I just couldn't believe the footprint that it took up. So we do see a lot of folding treadmills. That's nothing uncommon, but you don't see one that folds up as small as this one does for sure. So definitely an advantage. If you're looking for an awesome piece of equipment, I just can't say enough about Yowza. Their equipment is great. It really is. Their service is 10 to none. There are few companies in the industry that have the service department that these guys do, and the hands-on ability. And of course, being able to buy factory direct with a pricing advantage is just huge.
Okay, so I really appreciate your time and listening to us go over the details and benefits and just really the history and what makes up Yowza. We appreciate it so much.